Alright, what's up guys? This is Kyle, and today I'm bringing you, actually, a game review. Yeah, and I haven't done this in a while, and I feel like I should do it. So, I got this game that came out Tuesday, Tom Clancy's SplinterCell Blacklist. And yeah, so we'll talk about it in parts. So I'll go first, talk about the campaign, and then the multiplayer, and then give it an overall score. Wow, I can't fucking speak. Score. Alright, so SplinterCell Blacklist is a stealth game, obviously. It's a Splinter Cell game. If you ever played any Splinter Cell game, or any Tom Clancy game at that, Tom Clancy does a lot of stealth games, and his games are known to be hard, except for the last Splinter Cell Conviction wasn't really that hard. Splinter Cell Blacklist actually does take a kind of a turn, and it kind of does do justice to the Splinter Cell, to the old Splinter Cells. So like we're talking about Splinter Cell Chaos Theory and Splinter Cell Double Agent, which are two of the harder ones. Not like they were impossible, but they actually did give a challenge. So pretty much what the campaign's about, without spoiling it. There's a threat going on in, with the United States. I want to be kind of as, generalized as I can, because if you guys are planning on buying the game, I don't want to spoil the whole plot. So, pretty much Blacklist is it's a threat. Pretty much that's what Blacklist is. It's a threat. And as Sam Fisher and his team, you guys are trying to take out the threat. And in a nutshell, that's pretty much what it is. So, they'll put you in multiple areas and stuff, and it's pretty cool. This game has a lot of diversity in it. Like you go from everywhere, like Afghanistan, Iraq. You go to Africa in the game. You go to the U.S. Denver, Louisiana. Like it has a broad expansion of different locations and stuff, and it's pretty interesting because you have like this home base, like it's called the Paladin, and it's like a huge plane, pretty much, and it's your base. You can customize, you can upgrade the plane to get better cargo bases, and overall, pretty much what you're trying to do is just upgrade yourself. And every time you upgrade the plane, you get upgrades to yourself. So which could be like new suits, like new actual like suits that you could wear to be stealthier or more armor. And new goggles to help you see better, like use sonar and stuff like that. Also gadgets and guns and things like that. So, yeah, the campaign is actually really solid. Like, it's a lengthy campaign. It's not too long, but it's not short. I'd say it's medium. If you played it straight through and didn't do any side missions, I'd probably say maybe 8 hours, maybe 8 or 9 hours. But if you do the side missions, that adds on at least another 4 or 5 hours. The missions, they're not like too far different. Like, I mean, there's multiple missions where you're gonna be doing kind of the same thing. Excuse me. Like, maybe go get a target. He's a high value target. Maybe go get him. But the locations and how the players and the enemies are, you'll come across different enemy types and things like that. The one downfall about the campaign, and kind of in the game in general when you're playing co-op and single player, there's heavies, and there's there's light dudes and the heavies. There's the regular ground troops, and then there's heavies that have a lot of armor and stuff. And when you're trying to stealth, even when you come up behind the heavies, sometimes it's like they're invulnerable to anything. Like you fucking try to stab them in the back, and they're just like look at you like you're a fucking pipsqueak or something. Like they're just like I don't know. They'll just fucking kick your ass. Like it's kind of stupid. Like it's like they're immune to anything. So yeah, that's kind of a gripe I have with the game. That they're kind of like they kind of purposely made those dudes just to make it kind of harder, which they really didn't need to do. And yeah, overall the campaign it's really solid campaign, really good campaign. So On the campaign side, I'm gonna score the campaign and the multiplayer separately, and then I'm gonna combine them together to get an average. So, out of a 1 to 10, I'd probably give the campaign like a 7.5. It's still like don't get me wrong. My scale is not like what's it called inflated. I don't fucking know. I don't know the word I'm trying to say, but it's not like I'm not IGN and I'm not paid to say a game's good or not. So 7.5 is really good on the scale I'm giving. Like for a game to be like an 8.5 or a 9, I will never give a game a 10 because there's no game that could be a 10. It's impossible. No game can be perfect. So an 8 or a 9 has to be really, really good. Like really fucking super well done. So yeah, I give the campaign a 7.5. So there's a variety of side missions though. So side missions. So each of your teammates on the game, you have a teammate named Briggs. You have a teammate named Grim and Charlie, and also I don't want to say it, spoil, but each of them gives you separate missions. So the side missions, and they're all unique in their own ways. So Grim's missions will be stealthy, meaning you can't be spotted or else you fail. And then you got Charlie's missions, which are more like survive waves, kind of like horde mode. And that kind of, it's alright. They're not really that crazy. Because they're pretty easy, you survive 5 waves, you can fucking finish the mission. And then you got the Briggs missions, which are the co-op campaign missions, pretty much. They're all co-op missions, though. You can play them all co-op, but like Briggs, you have to play on co-op. They're only co-op. And, yeah, the co-op missions are actually pretty fun. They, a lot of variety and stuff, and, yeah. They make the single player campaign, it's a good bonus. So, talk about the multiplayer. The multiplayer is great. Let's say it's great. It's exceptional. They brought back Spies vs. Mercs, which is good. I do want to say, if you get the game later, now it's later since I'm reviewing this on Sunday when this video updates. It's gonna be Sunday. Uploads. I mean, not updates. What the hell? Shit, I lost my thought. Yeah, people online are already maxed out, and I'm gonna say that with caution because you will be playing this game. What the fuck? Receipt. You will be playing this game, and the multiplayer, it's fun, but it's gonna be frustrating at first until you get a hang on it because people are gonna have really good guns. People are gonna have really good suits, really good goggles. They're gonna be maxed out, and they're gonna take advantage of that because they're gonna have they're gonna be able to see you and shit. You're gonna be using the default stuff for a while. Even me on day 1, I played online, and people were already maxed out. Like people play this shit, so I mean I had to get away from it, but I'm not gonna dock the game points because the multiplayer because people play the multiplayer. I mean that's what it's there for. The multiplayer actually is really solid. There's a robust amount of game types you can play. There's team deathmatch, which is just normal team deathmatch, 4v4. There's infiltration, which is not infiltration. There's team uplink, which is like a mixed teams. So you can have mercs and spies, and what that is, you're trying to pretty much, it's like capture and defend pretty much. So you try to capture places and then you have to defend them. And you have infiltration, which is the mercs try to capture a certain intel and then they have to retrieve it and bring it back to like a certain spot. And then they have the SplinterCell Blacklist game mode, which is pretty much the spies have to get intel, hack certain terminals and get the intel, and then they do rounds. So each round you play as spies and then you play as the mercs, and it's 2 rounds. So that way everyone gets a turn, so it's fair, which that's actually really good that they put that in there. Yeah, and then, so I think there's like 5 game modes, 5 or 6, and they're each different in how they play and stuff. And that's pretty cool, variety and stuff. It's not just like normal, just spies or mercs where one's intel and then the other people are just defending. It lets the mercs be able to, actually do something too. So, the Spies and Mercs multiplayer, I'd give it, I'd give it a 7.5 also, because it's fun, but after a while you might get a little bored because it's kind of repetitive after a while. Like, you know, you're kind of running around at the same terminals. Not like the maps change, and there's not really that many maps on a game that's shipped. There's only like 4 or 5 maps. That's kind of a downer because there's a lot of campaign missions, and they could have just taken, you know, some maps from the campaigns, but it's whatever. So yeah, Spider Merch, I'd give it a 7.5 multiplayer. It's fun, but I don't think it's gonna last you. I don't think it's gonna last you that long. But it's definitely, if you're a fan of Splinter Cell and you know, stealthy types of games, you're gonna really enjoy this game. And even if people are skeptics, it's a great game. Like, it's a game. The story mode is really solid, and it's actually a good storyline to the Splinter Cell. You know, to Splinter Cell's story and Sam Fisher's story. It's a great addition to the Splinter Cell series, I think, and I like it a lot better than Conviction, to be honest. And so yeah, 7.5 on both the campaign and the multiplayer. So overall, I'd give the game probably, I want to say, probably a 7.5 in an average, nothing higher than that. So yeah, 7.5 for Splinter Cell Blacklist. It's a great game. You should check it out. For sure rent. It's a for sure rental. If not, if anything, if you're a fan, I'd say it's a buy. Not a must buy, but if you're a fan, you'd probably buy it. If not, give the game a chance, rent it, see how you like it. It's definitely worth a rent. I'll say that. So yeah, Splinter Cell Blacklist, 7.5. Yeah, it's a great solid game. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, late.